Hi everyone, it's Kevin and today I'm going to 3D print D.va from Overwatch. I'm on my mini factory, the model is from Printed Obsession. There is a lot of work to do, so let's jump into it. Okay, so here I have the top part of the mech. The reason I have the whole part together is I just assemble the mech in G2box first. So you just have all the parts, you just drag them around until you're satisfied, and then you save as STL basically, so it's really simple. And I like to do it in G2box because G2box is really easy to move like 3D model around. It's not really laggy, my computer is really slow, so if I do it in G2box it's really easy for me. You just have to make sure all the pieces they connect somewhere at least. You don't want anything floating around. So I assemble the top part, the bottom part. Here I'm doing the support. Quite a lot of support going around, but it's not the end of the world. Here I'm using the new functionality of G2box. I'm trying to branch the support. It's really nice, really helpful. If you don't use it, I recommend trying. And here I'm finishing on D.va. Okay, so I have all my parts printed, the mech and D.va. Everything came out pretty straightforward, the way I was expecting. The cleanup was the usual cleanup behind, sanding some of the support bits who were left on the back. I've glued the mech together, I've primed, zenithal highlighted, everything is ready for painting. The result is pretty nice. I have my D.va on the side as well. Everything is pretty easy, a bit tiny, it's going to be a bit rough to paint. There's a lot of bright color, the pink, so the zenithal highlight is really going to help. And I still have the base printing, but it's going to be done soon. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's start with some of the base coats. Here I started with the gray. I don't remember why exactly, I just picked one color and I started with this one. It was not the best idea because I knew later on I was gonna mess around with the pink mostly, but maybe I wanted to define first some strong color. So I used one of the pink that I have, the Vallejo. It's a pretty nice one, nice color. And it fits really well for the mech and the color of the figure here. The cover is not too bad. Here I've put a couple of coats, I think maybe 2 coats before I started dry brushing. And that was my idea, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have my pink base coat, I'm gonna dry brush a bit lighter. It's really hard to see, like I'm dry brushing, but the color is really like slightly higher in terms of brightness, so a bit tough to see on the camera, and I'm gonna go a bit brighter over and over. And the point here I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try like this, see what kind of effect I'm gonna get. This whole painting process was a lot of trial and error and try to find out. Even dry brushing, trying to find the right amount of paint and moisture on the brush is a bit hard, so it's like a test product. Here I'm going brighter, trying to get more edge and the center of some parts to give like kind of reflection on the middle. And here, so you're seeing me doing a bit of the white. I spent just so much time off camera. Like I started with an off-white, the bone color, and then I had like maybe 3 coats of bone-ish color, then 3 coats of white, and I was still not happy with it because you can still see the black under, so it was a pain. Here I'm like, okay, let's do the other color, the kind of really like magenta, really bright purple. And here I'm dry brushing again, so what I got here is, I think I'm on white or bone, I'm not sure, I don't remember exactly. But my idea behind it was like, okay, I still have a lot of white to cover, all the white part they need to be covered, and all the volume they're not good enough, they don't have enough contrast. So I went over with a really hard coat of dry brushing and tried to give just some effect, just to see what I can go with it. Here I'm switching on D.va, I applied my base coat. I'm doing the same thing, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep the style in between the same. I could have went the same route, like if you're painting a miniature, just glazing over the volume. But I thought, okay, if she's gonna sit on top of the mech, let's just try the same technique. And it's gonna be interesting to see if there is any difference. Here I'm cleaning up a bit of the mess. Everything is a bit dusty. not really clean, so I'm going over. I'm using the same base coat and with a lot of water and just trying to smooth out the particle of the dry brushing. And here I'm even going with a brighter color, so on the blue part here of the suit I'm trying to repaint over, trying to clean even more. And I'm doing the same on the mech now, so obviously everything is really whitish and kind of dusty, so I'm taking the base coat again and I'm going over trying to clean, and at this point I'm still not sure what kind of result I'm gonna get, but I just want to put one coat and see what happens. It's fine to experiment, trying to learn stuff. If you don't do it, you're never gonna learn, so. And as you can see here, you can still see the edge highlight under, but it's not perfect. I'm going quickly on the base here, nothing special. So after a lot of hours struggling on this one, let's see what I've got. It's not too bad. If you look at it from a distance, that's okay, but up close it's a bit weird. Technically there is nothing going on, the paint is a bit bleeding sometimes, nothing is super straight. I just had to hard coat the thing over and over, dry brush, base coat again, so it was just a long time for me. I didn't show everything when I was painting, but like I said, I should have prime white and try to save just a lot of hours. But that's okay, sometimes it's okay to let the frustration just go away. I want the painting to be fun, I want to enjoy myself when I do this, so when you get mad, sometimes it's like, okay, I'm just gonna try to finish up the stuff, cut it down, and move on to the next one. So if you want to see me struggle even more, follow me on the channel and see you next time. Bye.